Imagine a place that isn't just, a dot on a map, but a living, breathing entity, where the soil itself remembers and communicates.
But not in words, right? More like whispers, dreams, maybe profound nudges you can't quite explain.
Exactly. It's a place where time feels porous. The lines between then and now, maybe even between the living and the unlived, they just seem to blur.
It's a really fascinating concept.
Welcome, everyone, to The Deep Dive. This is where we dig into a stack of information research, notes, narratives, and pull out the most vital insights for you.
And today, we're plunging into a really captivating Southern Gothic tale, the Macedonia Frequency.
Our mission today is to unpack this story, explore its unique world, and see what it teaches us about memory, truth, and how the past, well, how it sticks around.
It's a story where things are wonderfully blurred, as you said. It's a journey into a place that just refuses to forget.
So let's dive in. Macedonia itself. It's near Crossett, Arkansas, described as a hidden holler, no town, no church, and no marked road. That alone paints a picture, but what makes it truly unique?
Well, the key thing here is how the source material presents it. It's not just scenery. Macedonia is described as sentient. The soil doesn't just remember, it speaks.
Through those nudges and dreams you mentioned.
Exactly. Nudges, dreams, chills, even misplaced memories suddenly popping into your head. And it's not your typical haunted place. The concept used is a block universe.
A block universe, meaning
Every moment, past, present, future, exists all at once. It's not linear time as we usually think of it. It's more like this active, living archive.
that's a heavy concept. And within this archive, we have the living spirits.
Yeah.
How are they different from, say, regular ghosts?
That's a great distinction. They aren't portrayed as trapped souls or anything vengeful. They're more like ancestral echoes, hovering just outside our normal flow of time, constantly observing the living people.
Observers, so they interact.
They seem to influence things subtly through intuition, strong feelings, maybe those moments where you just know something you shouldn't. They're like the Haller's memory made manifest in a way.
And they have such distinct personalities. Aunt Bellamy, still trying to invent peanut brittle from the afterlife.
Right. Passed in 1897, still working on that brittle, and convinced the 1980s were a spiritual mistake. She adds this layer of, well, almost dark humor.
Then there's Sheriff Clumpy Delmar, still patrolling the cemetery.
Yep, convinced he's keeping order. And Junebug Harrow, the musician whose banjo notes apparently still drift around, teaching dreams to hum.
And Sister Mays, the preacher woman. Her gospel is the truth of the dirt. That's powerful imagery.
It really is. Her voice supposedly echoes on unplugged radio sometimes. And Old Man Greeley, the self-proclaimed first settler.
Who thinks the moon is hollow?
He does. It's bizarre, but it fits. These aren't just quirky characters. They root the story deeply in that Southern Gothic tradition.
Let's talk about that vibe. What makes this distinctly Southern Gothic?
Well, it's definitely the intense sense of place. Macedonia isn't just where the story happens. It is the story in many ways. It shapes destinies.
And the past isn't past, right?
Not at all. It's interwoven with the present. You've got buried secrets, the weight of family history, those mystical, almost earthy, spiritual undercurrents you find in the rural South. It creates this incredibly rich, atmospheric feel where history is a living force.
Okay, so we have this sentient place, these echoes of the past.
Hmm.
How does the main narrative actually kick off? What disturbs the equilibrium?
It starts very dramatically. Foggy November morning. A boy, Eli McCallahan, finds a small rusted bell on Macedonia Hollow Road.
Just lying there.
Just lying there. But when he touches it, it resonates, not with sound, but with memory. His hands buzz as if gripping a live wire.
Wow. So it's a catalyst.
Absolutely. It immediately stirs the living spirits. And Bellamy apparently exclaims, "Oh, Lord, it's started again." It's like flicking a switch, waking up dormant truths in the holler.
And then something else reappears. Something familiar to people who know this world.
Yes, the source mentions the reappearance of the cursed relic Huffy bicycle from the haunted Huffy saga. It seems like Macedonia recognizes these echoes from other related narratives, maybe?
Interesting. So the holler reacts to the bell on the bike.
It seems to. It responds with these sensory memories, like singing from the bones of the earth. It's responding to Eli's presence, his unspoken questions, perhaps.
And this affects his older brother, too, River McCallahan.
Big time. Especially the text notes at 3:33 a.m. when the time slip is weakest.
Time slip.
Yeah, like the boundary between then and now just thins out, becomes porous. River's interaction with Eli and that bell unleashes this sound described as every scream ever swallowed.
Chilling.
It is. And it causes Macedonia itself to shiver. It's a clear sign. The past isn't staying buried anymore. It's pushing back.
So the bell basically cracks open the door, and Macedonia starts revealing its secrets through these incredible manifestations.
Exactly. Instruments of memory and truth, you could call them. One of the first big ones is Sister May's leading a revival night.
At the old chapel.
Oh.
But not for the living people.
This one's for the spirits, the bone rememberers, she calls them. It's a spectral revival. Eli walks in with the bell, which is now glowing, and it creates this cosmic impact.
What happens?
Sister May's sermon isn't spoken words, it's felt. It reminds everyone, spirit and living alike, Macedonia, don't forget, no sir, we store. And River, drawn there, sees all his ancestors for the first time. Not ghosts, but present.
A literal unveiling of the hauler's memory.
Precisely. It's a profound moment of connection across time.
And the revelations aren't just communal like the revival. There are these strange symbolic events too, like the unburning tower. What's that about?
It's fascinating. A new bell tower appears, but it doesn't get built. It unburns itself into memory. Flames reverse, leaving a pristine structure.
Sunburns itself.
Yeah. And Old Man Greeley shows up with the book, the Macedonia Book of the Dead, but still arguing, apparently. And he tells River, this place ain't haunted, it's remembering.
Macedonia ain't a cemetery. It's an echo chamber with a heart.
Exactly. And the bell don't ring just to ring. It rings to reveal. The unburning suggests that sometimes understanding doesn't come from adding something new, but from removing the damage, the misconceptions, to see the truth that was always underneath.
Unbuilding the pain to find the core truth? That's powerful.
It really reframes things. It's not about fear. It's about understanding.
And the wisdom comes in stranger forms too, like Greeley's moon milker machine. What on earth is that?
Okay, this one's wild. Greeley believes the moon is a hollow storage tank for forgotten songs and misremembered names.
Right, as you do.
Naturally. So his machine is meant to, well, milk the moon, extract these lost echoes.
Does it work?
In a way, River hears his deceased mama singing through it. She just now sang that, he says. She just now sang me back. Then the machine explodes, releasing hundreds of spirits. It shows memory isn't abstract, it's tangible, almost retrievable.
That makes you think, what memories are we storing away, waiting to be milked?
And it's not just songs. Lost choices manifest too, like Glory, the Undying Mule.
The mule who died in 1925.
That's her. She returns, dragging a chain made of choices never made. Each link is a path almost taken.
Wow. The weight of the unlived lives.
Exactly. And she tells Eli that Macedonia needs its chapel back, but grown, not built, which leads to this church that literally grows from remembrance, not wood.
That's beautiful. Growth from memory, not just construction.
It suggests true growth, sacred growth maybe, has to come organically from history, from collective memory, not just imposed.
Macedonia keeps offering these unique ways to understand memory. Like the living cemetery. How's that different?
It's not rows of stones. Each headstone is a moment, vibrating with memory, emotion, and the rule there is profound. Take only what you're ready to carry. Leave what's too heavy to hold.
So it's interactive, a place for emotional processing?
Seems like it. It forces you to think about your own burdens. What memories are you ready to integrate? What needs to be left behind? Consciously.
That leads into something incredibly moving, the revival for the unborn.
Ah, yes. Led by Sister May's again. This is for spirits who never got to live. They get to testify, share their unspoken stories.
Lives that never happened, but still remembered by Macedonia.
That's the implication. Sister Mace tells them, y'all ain't a mistake. Y'all ain't gone. Just ain't got your chapter yet. But tonight, you got your verse. It shows Macedonia's memory is so total, it even holds potential. Unlived potential.
What an affirmation of value, regardless of manifestation.
It's incredibly poignant, and the personal revelations continue. There's Grandma Pine, this ancient tree.
What happens with her? She dreams of fire.
Yes, but the fire is releasing, not consuming. It's burning away. Maybe concealment, to reveal trapped memories and truths.
And River finds something inside.
He finds a letter from himself. It says, I forgive me, I remember me, I am not the worst thing I've done.
Whoa.
Yeah. Fire is cleansing, transformation. Confronting the past, even the painful parts, allows for release. Self-forgiveness, reclaiming yourself.
There are so many of these symbolic encounters. The upside-down flood.
Water rising from the ground, evaporating in reverse, bringing history with it, the undrowned from a capsized riverboat. Sister Mays gives River a book. Tell the truth that was soaked. It's about releasing buried shame, long-held secrets tied to past trauma.
Then there's the listening chair.
A rocking chair in the woods, rocks by itself, But if you sit in it, it tells your story back to you through forgotten feelings, buried truths, a very direct confrontation.
And whisper curve.
A road that physically turns you towards where your soul needs to go or where your ancestors need you. It reveals even your wrong turns are part of the story.
That's comforting, in a way.
Yeah.
And the well that echoes tomorrow.
It answers questions not with words, but by whispering the future in a loved one's voice. It reads your intention, not words, but there's a tax. Truth out of turn. It teaches that truth ain't for comfort, it's for navigation.
These are less like plot points and more like personal mirrors, aren't they? Ways for the characters and maybe the reader to introspect.
Absolutely. They become intensely personal, like the lantern that only lights what's missing, found in a root cellar.
Was it a light?
Things you left behind, pieces of yourself you thought didn't matter. And significantly, it burns brighter when someone sits with you.
Ah, so self-discovery sometimes needs a witness. Support.
That seems to be the message. Some truths are too hard to face alone.
There's also the clock that tells yesterday.
A backward ticking clock that makes people nearby remember things that were taken from them. Another way of confronting loss, reclaiming stolen parts of one's history.
And the path that follows you. That sounds ominous.
But it's not meant to haunt. It builds behind you, witnessing how you move through the world, your choices, hesitations, courage. The lesson, you think you're wandering, you're weaving.
Weaving a pattern.
Yeah.
Even in confusion. I like that.
It suggests intention and meaning, even in what feels like aimlessness. Our journeys are being recorded, witnessed.
Then Crooked Creek, the mirror that shows your real name.
Yes. Not your given name, but the name your soul calls itself in the dark. This is where River finds out he's Waykeeper, and Eli is Bridgeborn.
Waykeeper and Bridgeborn. What do those signify, do you think?
Waykeeper suggests someone who holds the path, guides, preserves the memory, maybe connects past and present ways. Bridgeborn implies a connector, someone spanning divides, perhaps, between the living and the spirits, or past and future. They feel like roles, destinies tied to Macedonia itself.
It makes you wonder, if your soul has a secret name, what would it be? What would it reveal?
Exactly. It's a deeply personal question prompted by the narrative.
Here's so many others, too. The porch light that never turns off, offering rest for lost stories.
The wister tree that learns your secrets while you sleep and weaves them into new dreams.
The boots on the porch that let you walk in someone else's unfinished life.
The house that remembers how you smelled the last time you were truly yourself, bringing back the feeling of being that person.
The room upstairs that doesn't exist, representing locked away thoughts, offering a space to integrate them.
The stranger who knows your favorite song, humming a tune tied to a version of you that never finished singing. That feeling of being deeply heard.
And finally, the sky that opens just for you. The heaven hole.
Right, in a pasture, but it doesn't show heaven. It shows the truth you were born to hold. Your personal memories, your innate knowing. It's the mirror that appears only when you stop fearing your reflection.
So through all these encounters, how do River and Eli change? What are their arcs?
Well, River starts out quite burdened, carrying unspoken grief and truths. But Macedonia forces him, gently sometimes, forcefully others, to confront it all. He becomes much more open, intuitive, connected. Embracing that name, Waykeeper, feels like accepting his role in this flow of memory and truth.
He becomes a conduit.
In a sense, yes. And Eli, the child, he's sensitive from the start, often the first to notice things. He's fearless, attuned. He embodies that potential for the next generation to remember differently, maybe more openly. Bridgeborn fits perfectly. He bridges the past and future, the seen and unseen.
So it all leads to a final culmination. Macedonia remembers.
Yes. A gathering of everyone living spirits, living people. The whole holler hums with collective voices, memories. It's this profound affirmation. You are not lost. You are of this place, and this place is of you.
A sense of belonging woven from time itself.
Exactly. And then there's a moment called Macedonia opens, where the veil just lifts entirely for a moment. Spirits and people stand together, no division. It's about continuance, not ending.
And the final takeaway.
What remains are echoes, truths. And this powerful insight, everything sacred leaves a trail, and everything real returns.
Wow. Okay, so recapping this journey through the Macedonia Frequency,
Yeah.
it's this incredibly rich Southern Gothic story. It uses this unique sentient place.
And to explore deep themes.
Memory, truth, forgiveness, how interconnected everything is. It really shows how a place can be this living container of history and emotion.
Constantly guiding its inhabitants, and maybe us, toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our past.
And hopefully, This deep dive has given you a shortcut into understanding this complex, moving story, pulling out some of the most striking ideas and details.
It really emphasizes place as character, doesn't it? A character holding keys to our own buried truths.
Which leads to the final thought for you to mull over. If the soil of your own past could speak, like Macedonia's, or if your forgotten memories could manifest in some way,
What truths would your personal Macedonia be waiting to help you remember?
maybe think about those subtle nudges, dreams, and chills in your own life. Perhaps they're not random. Perhaps that's your own Macedonia whispering.
Inviting you to listen to the echoes ready to reveal themselves.